Now, it might seem a little silly that I'm gonna use the fireball to go all the way across the ceiling like this. It's more than just because I can. There's something I want. And I'm gonna do my best to make this a 100% run. How about that? As close to a Promisaur as I can get. So, for coming all the way up here, we get this missile tank. And I actually meant to grab that wall. Oh well. It's okay, there's not actually anything else to find. You son of a bitch. These things are terrible. No. No. Stop it. Now, I could use the save point there to get my health back and stuff, but it's not important. We cleared out that area pretty well. In fact, get away from these guys for a second and look at the map. Other than going up around here, where I said there isn't anything, and take my word for it, there's really not anything there. We're done with that part. For now. So we're just going to drop down here and hit the save point. We have 3 more Metroids in the area to clear, and they're all over here. Take the easy path up this wall and avoid those columns and whatever you call those circling bird things. Ooh, new environmental scan. The breeding grounds. Take a moment so you can read this, but the effect is there are all these tendrils that grow around here, and they're not naturally occurring. They make it really easy for hungry predators to drop on whatever falls into them. Perfect place for Metroids to grow stronger. Saw the Metroid husks, so we know that we have some. So let's not even take it lightly. Missiles on. Full confrontation. Thank you, there we go. It ought to be paying more attention. There we go. I wish that they would drop some missiles, because that was, what, 12 of my missiles? Not all of them hit, but still. I only have 34 left for 2 more Metroids. Depending how things go, that might not be enough. Whoa, that one actually was, aware. Oh. You went the low road, you bastard. Okay, take you seriously now. Whoop. There we go. That shot straight forward only got it because the angle was just right to hit the underbelly. I can try and go for this last one. It's down this hall. There isn't anywhere else for it to be. Or I could go and get healed. Bravado over sense. I mean, after all, we're playing on hard mode, right? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna try and bring this fight closer to the door, just in case I do need to make a quick exit. Whoop. Which I just might. Quit dodging all my shots. Try and jump up to lure it to go up, so I can get its soft underbelly. Oh, if this last missile isn't enough, I'm leaving. Yep, we're leaving. Damn. Well, that's the problem with hard mode and its lack of missiles. Also, the lack of Metroids dropping missiles for you. It's okay. Could be worse. Could be dead. Truth be told, when I was doing not really a practice run, just, I was testing out hard mode to see what it was like. I only barely beat that Metroid. Like, less than 100 energy left, and the last missile was the one to finish it off. Of course it was. I mean, I used my last missile, not the last missile that hit it finished it off. I hate when people are like, oh, of course the last place you look is where you found the thing you were looking for. I also meant it was the only place left to look. Oh. And since we have the save point to give us back our missiles, I don't mind doing a little bit of missile spam. You may notice a physiological difference between this and the other alphas. It's got these little legs coming out of its butt. I want to say that's why it can dodge. And why it's so much more of a pain in the ass to deal with. Overall, not that bad. It generally only dodged once, and the room makeup really wasn't doing me favors there. Also, I was not taking my time with it. But there are ways you can, like, maneuver Metroids into dodging into other shots of yours, so hopefully I'll be able to get that to happen with some later Metroids. If you didn't see from the open file I had on the file select screen, or from any of the times I've paused, there are 55 Metroids to come across and kill on SR-388. And then, in theory, that will eradicate the entire race from the galaxy. But first, I need to take care of this thing. This is the Ancient Guardian. If you're playing along, I highly encourage you to read these logs, because they're going to be really helpful for learning how to deal with bosses. So yeah, this thing, kind of a problem. Especially when it does that, and I am in the wrong spot. Get away. It's got 4 different attacks. They're all based on which color the eyes turn. Green, you actually want to be right underneath it. Blue, stay out from underneath it. Purple, crouch down. Green. And then yellow, you want to get away from it and then get ready to jump. Now you see, Charge Beam actually has a purpose here, because while it's doing its thing... Oh, jeez. It's a good time to get a charge shot ready. Missiles, I think, still do more damage at this point, but it's not a bad idea. Going to use the Charge Beam until such case that I don't have a whole lot of room left to move because of the spike walls. Oh no! There's the yellow. That was maybe the worst way that could have gone. Jumping into the boss to avoid its attack. So, space is getting a little bit tight here. I want to try and speed the battle along now with missiles. Using L and R to aim straight up while I'm crouching. Well, get up! Great, now I'm out. Go down. Oh. There we go. Oh boy. That is a much harder boss than it was in the demo. Also, you may notice something different here now. If you watched the demo from 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure I tried going up there and nothing happened. But now, let's try it like this. Yeah! So cool. Well, that didn't work. Nope. It's such a tight window to jump up, go into Morph Ball form, and then hit Spider Ball. Because every one of these pillars here will break from stuff, things, words I'm trying to say. Okay, that's gonna have to work. Nope. I could just come back here with another power-up and make this so much easier on myself, but we're gonna do it like this. Okay, we got it. For the uninitiated, yellow doors require power bombs. So really, we just went up there to get another missile tank. It's worth it. Oh yeah, another big difference I've noticed is missile tanks actually not only give you the 2 more to your maximum, they also refill your current. Same way an energy tank would. I'm certain Super Metroid doesn't do this, but I don't think any of the other Metroid games did it either. So, something to be aware of. It's not always that helpful, but it's better than nothing. So, by killing those 4 Metroids, we cause an earthquake to happen. The lava, magma, whatever has gone down in the area, and we can go to our next destination. Also make a quick trip into this little hallway to get more missiles and see something that I really don't know how I'm going to deal with, because I certainly can't do it now. Maybe when I get more powers, that will be a lot easier. But I recall it being a big pain in the butt, even with most of my powers. It's just like a really tight jump. Missile block, destroy with 1 missile. Why is it there? I really don't know. But I'm just going to use this as a shortcut. There's no point to it otherwise. And I just don't feel like jumping around on the platforms below me to get up here and avoid the acid, magma, whatever. They aren't even sure what to call it in the description. Anyone else think it's weird? Really, the water fell right on me? That the enemy spawning tubes have no enemies in them? Really odd. Whoa! What the? Okay. You're a tricky bastard, and you're going to die for this. I'm going to try and get you in a missile combo, which I'm simply doing by shooting, taking a step forward, shooting, taking a step forward, repeatedly until I run out of room to take steps forward. These things look so weird. It's like a weird spiky face that moves in a diamond, then takes significant damage to destroy. I love this music. Is this a remix of the Torvus Bog from Prime 2? Because I think... I don't know if it's that, but it's really awesome. I don't think it actually came from Metroid 2. Because Metroid 2 has very limited music. There's the tunnel theme, the main tunnel theme we were just listening to on our way down here, and that's about it. So if the wall turrets weren't bad enough, now we have these things that duck down behind, you know, piping and other environmental doodads to make it harder to hit them. Pro tip: when you're playing this game, first time you get to a new area, explore the innards, like, of any big structures. Go to those, find your way around them, and explore them, because that's where you're going to find most of your power-ups, and not as many of the Metroids. Oh wow. So, this is definitely the way you want to try and get around to this place. You could go further up here and find more things. I'm going to be a little weird, and I'm going to take the low route into the water. Need a bit stronger ordnance than your beam to take this thing out. And then you need to take out more of these rotors on your way through. Before I go any further, this cracked block calls attention to itself because it hides a missile tank. These will be destroyed just fine by beams, so no reason to waste your missiles here. You'll need them for other things. You know, the Metroid variety. Or general boss variety. But come on, there's a Metroid right here. And it's got the dodgy legs. Water here is a real problem because, well, it just reduces your ability to maneuver around this Metroid. Man, if only I had, like, more defense or energy tanks or something that make this not so dangerous. But I guess it's not so bad. Killed it without too many problems. Now, I'm going to want to get on the left side of this thing so I can bomb up to here. Because you may have noticed the missile tank up here. No real bombing of the blocks required, just roll on in. The only reason I didn't, just do a spiral ball here and go around is because you start going up this tube. If you want to do it fast, just drop into this thing. And let the water propel you all the way up. We also have another cracked block over here, which leads us to another really cool area. Whee! Just get pushed around by the water, time a bomb to that wall. I believe it's only a 2-block space. Go back in and you'll get that missile tank. I'm gonna try and not blow apart the block below. It's a real good way to get stuck in there and have a hard time getting out. Oh good. I was afraid the turret thing was going to start shooting at me. See, look how well it's positioned. I can't even hit it with missiles from here. Yeah, that had no effect. Arrgh. It's a real problem. If only I had, like, the wave beam or something to deal with it. And for all that work, we get to an empty room with a Chozo statue and nothing in it. Or you can find the secret area behind it to get the really cool stuff. You can see all these things that look like what a Chozo would be holding. But what's the point if there isn't a good power-up? Except for this one that you walk right through. The whole reason I came down this way, rather than going around the building, either left or right side, Various suit. You get our classic look. Giant shoulders, orange armor, and the giant shoulders were only even put in so on the Game Boy you could tell a difference between Power Suit and Various Suit, because there weren't colors to distinguish. So that's a really cool thing, and it's been a key part of Samus's design ever since. So the two energy tanks we have now are like having 4 energy tanks, because we take half the damage. It didn't mention anything about resistance to hot areas, because this game doesn't really have hot areas. That's sort of a, I don't know, call it an oversight, but I don't think Metroid 2 really had hot areas in it either. So the Various Suit didn't really gain that functionality until Super Metroid, because it was never really a thing up until then. You know, something that they hadn't thought of or designed.